evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening. I'm back. We are back. I'm Jeff Kua of Whole Brain and Kaihusa, and with me tonight is my good friend, very good friend, Jeremy Tamayo. He's a university lecturer, and tonight we'll be talking about work from home setup, especially for those people who do presentations online, like. Teachers, lecturers, salespeople. What else, Jeremy?
Sales, graphic design, photographers, anybody who is working from home during this COVID-19 pandemic,
Yeah. Okay. So, um,
businessmen,
oh yeah, yeah,
yeah,
like you, like me,
like you.
like. So, well, all right. So let's. People are saying good evening. Let me just read it first. Okay. Andrea Avila, she's watching from Muntinlupa, and
Hello, Andrea.
Christina Mernilo from Batangas. Wow, all the way
Wow.
there. Wow, no. So if you
How's
have questions,
Batangas?
oh yeah, how's Batangas? How's Batangas doing? How's your system there? Hope everyone's fine there. So anyway, so again, our topic for tonight is work from home setup. So
Okay.
we want to talk about how we do things, the setup, the technical setup, especially for teachers. No, they're
Okay.
already preparing for the coming school year. They are transitioning from the traditional classroom now to the digital classroom. So,
Hmm.
what are the hi RJ? No, so what are the things they need so that they can deliver their lecture well, so that they can adapt to the new normal.
Okay. Well, in terms of the virtual learning that we're doing now, my university that I'm connected with, we're
Yeah.
doing two types. So the first type is a synchronous learning, and then the other
Okay.
one is asynchronous. So when we talk about asynchronous, that's modular learning. So all they have to do is to create uh, learning materials using any kind of software that you have in your computer and then uploading them to a learning management system. So
All
that's
right.
one way of conducting your classes. Another one is through uh, video conferencing, just like what we're doing right now.
Okay.
So what our university is using is Canvas. So that's what we're using right now.
Okay.
And Canvas for me has been very helpful because I could conduct my classes just like having classes in school.
Okay. So wait. So what do you call Canvas? Is it an LMS?
Yes, it is. It's a
Oh,
learning management system
okay. So
that was provided to us by our school.
okay. So what are the different LMS? It's a platform, right? It's a system.
Yes.
So what are the different LMS out there? Have you tried any other LMS aside from Canvas? And what should one look for in an LMS?
Well, I don't want to put down the others, but what I'm looking for when it comes to an LMS would be ease of use.
Okay.
Uh, Not everyone is as techy as they want themselves to be. So, something straightforward. Canvas is a little bit complicated, but it's very comprehensive when it comes to delivering your content as well as interacting with the students. You could
Okay.
also use Google Classroom, which is easier, but there are certain elements which are lacking in comparison with Canvas. Blackboard, I think, has been there for quite some time, but uh, yeah, the three popular ones here in the Philippines would be Canvas, Google Classroom, and Blackboard.
Okay. For the benefit of those who are not familiar with the system, no, what's inside an LMS? What's in there? Is it like a virtual university that there are classrooms? You can upload. assignments there, homeworks? Are there portals there where you can create quizzes?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
what?
so it's just like having your classroom, but in your computer. So you have your announcements, so you can post your announcements there for all your students to know. And once you post your announcement, uh, it connects to their app, whether it be a mobile app or using their computers at home or anywhere they are. So it's all there. And you could also create your modules. You could have live classes,
Uh huh.
and you could check their attendance and compute their grades. It would compute the grades automatically.
Okay.
So it's everything is there.
So do you need a fast internet? Well, to work with an LMS, to work with
I'm
a
not really
LMS.
sure, okay, about uh, the bandwidth or internet speed that
Mm-hmm.
you need.
Okay.
But if you are using, or if you are creating asynchronous classes, meaning just uploading
Uh
your
huh.
learning material into Canvas or any other LMS, uh, even a mobile hotspot prepaid, I think would work.
Okay.
But if you want to have live classes, well, 3 to 5 or 6, uh, uh, what was that? Megabits per second is what you need.
Hmm. Okay. I see. I see. So let's talk about the technical or the hardware naman. Let's go to the hardware
Mhm.
naman. Okay. So what is a decent setup so that one can deliver uh, their
They're learning
class well? Yeah.
the
Oh,
class. Yeah. Okay. Well, first, you don't need to break the bank. All right.
okay.
Start with what you have. If you have a mobile phone, use
Mm-hmm.
that. If you have a laptop or a desktop PC, you could use that. So you don't
Okay.
need to invest, but you have to make sure if you want to have synchronous classes, you have to make sure that you have a decent webcam, at least 720p, so HD webcam, so that you could easily communicate with your students.
Okay. So what about those who use their cell phones or tablets as a what do you call this? As a camera. Paano
Yeah,
yun?
that's good enough. But you have to make sure that when you are using your phone, use a phone mount so that your video won't be shaky and it would be level. And whenever you're talking to your students, don't look at the screen. Look at the camera, just like what I'm doing right now. So look at the camera. So that means you are truly interacting with your students.
I see. Um, well, you've been doing this for quite a while now. No,
Yeah.
what were the feeling of were there some apprehensions or did you feel awkward at first talking to the camera?
Yeah. So the secret here, if you are having synchronous classes,
Uh huh.
video conferencing classes, is you have to ask your students how they are
Okay.
every 5 minutes or so that you would know if they are really listening,
Uh
and
huh.
are they responding to you appropriately, because there
Mm-hmm.
are some students who would turn off their cameras.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they would mute their microphones and they
Mm-hmm.
would turn off their cameras. So you're not sure if they're listening or not. So
Yeah.
you
Agree.
have to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are not answering, then maybe they cannot hear you, one, or two, they're not interested. So you have to make it more interesting for them. So there are a lot of ways to do this, and it all depends on the subject that you are teaching.
All right, I see. Aside from the hardware, the camera, how about
Mm.
the speaker and microphone? Or let's
Oh,
also include the lighting.
that's more advanced. So my setup right now, I have light source here. I have a light source here on my right side.
Uh-huh.
I have a microphone right here,
Uh-huh.
and I have my webcam in front of me. And I have a dual monitor setup. So I
Oh,
have two 24-inch Dell monitors in front of me, and it gets hot, you know? That's
okay.
why I'm under the air conditioning to
All right.
cool my equipment as well as myself.
All right. So what
And
about
this is
yeah.
not just for teaching. I also do other stuff with
Okay.
my setup. So it really depends on what you're trying to do. If you want to teach, you
Uh-huh.
could start with anything as simple as you have like a cell phone, as simple as that. You could start with that. But try to think of it this way: if you invest on equipment, you could also do other things with the tools that you have. So again, multiple revenue streams for you,
Oh,
especially
cool. So,
during ECQ and work from home and
sige nga,
lockdown and stuff like that.
tell us something with what you do. I mean, aside from teaching, what else do you do? I know you have a channel, right? So please tell us more about that
Well,
channel.
I'm trying to get myself out there. Believe it or not, I'm highly introverted.
All
So
right.
as a teacher, it's kind of a challenge for me at first when I was starting out about 6, 7 years ago. When I started out teaching part time in this
University.
university that Jeff and I belong to.
Yeah.
Um, so there. So what I want to do is I want to get my thoughts out there. I want to help people out. That's the
Mm.
most uh, what uh, fulfilling
All right.
thing that I could do is to spread the happiness and the joy. So I try to uh, uh, get my message across through this YouTube channel,
All right.
very young, that I've just set up. I think a couple of days ago, but I uploaded a couple of videos that I did a while back.
All right.
So the YouTube channel, the name is Entrepreneurial Therapy. So as an
Oh.
entrepreneur, like Jeff and I, we are both entrepreneurs, and I'm also into behavior, into psychology. I'm a certified cognitive behavioral therapy practitioner. So that's what I do. I combine management, business, as well as behavior, psychology, and therapy into one channel.
Wow.
Maybe for entrepreneurs or also for non-entrepreneurs. It would cater to them as well.
Galing, ah. That's very interesting. For for the benefit of those watching right now, I posted a couple of videos from Jeremy, and
Yeah, thank you.
diba, one was entitled "The 3 Hours of Conflict." Is that correct?
Yes.
And the other one was about cabin fever. All
Yep.
right.
So are you experiencing cabin fever now, Jeff?
Yes.
You are?
Well, not really. I don't know.
Yeah, because
Maybe.
you're doing this, right?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's number three. Tip number three that I could give to you.
Sige, go
Uh,
ahead. I'm
in the
listening.
video, it
Yeah.
talks about tips on how to deal with cabin fever. And
Yes.
number three is enable and help others,
Oh, okay.
right?
So I'm doing number 3 now. I'm enabling
Exactly.
and helping others.
Exactly. And I applaud you for that.
Thank you. So anyway, going back to our setup. All right.
Mhm.
So is is a, what do you call this? What do you call this? The earphone with the microphone? What's that? The one
Earphone
with
with a microphone.
the one that comes with the cell phone. Diba? When you normally
Uh,
when you buy cell phones, it comes
like
with
your
the
headset.
your headset. Yeah, yeah. There you
Hmm.
go. So is that enough already when you want to teach your students online?
Yes, that is enough. You could make do with the earbuds that your mobile phone came with. That's
Yes.
good enough.
Okay. Now let's go to that. So we talked
Okay.
about different learning management systems. Okay.
Okay.
We talked about the hardware, the
Yeah.
microphone, the speaker, the computer, or the cell phone. Now let's go to the transition. All right. From classroom to digital. So what are the challenges and what are the tips you can give to those teachers who are watching right now,
Mhm.
or even to the other professions out there who are watching us? No, let before you answer, let me just ask. Aside from teachers, what are your professions? Please type it in the status so we'd know. So if you have questions too, we'll be happy to answer them. So just type in it on the status part or the comment part. Yeah. So go ahead, Jeremy. So
Okay. What was
challenges.
so
So
question would be the challenges.
yes,
Okay.
and any tips on the transition from the classroom type to digital
Hmm.
setup?
Well, we have this paradigm wherein if we conduct our classes online, it is
Mm-hmm.
not as effective as we want it to be.
Okay.
There's sort of some truth to that,
Uh
but
huh.
you just have to make do with what you have. So that's the first challenge. How do you make it interesting to your audience if you are talking in front of a microphone and a computer screen
Uh huh.
and talking to your students who are kilometers away from you, right?
Right.
So try to make it interesting. So when it comes to making it interesting, how do you make it more interactive? It's not just a lecture, but rather how do you make it more uh, relational, and how do you make it more uh, interactive? So that's the thing.
Yeah.
So it
For
really is
those,
up
yeah.
to you on what subject you are teaching. So if you are teaching math, try to make it more interactive. If you're
Mm-hmm.
teaching management classes, try to make it more interesting. So that's my first challenge.
Eh,
Second challenge
yeah.
would be, uh, I guess, the equipment. Tama ba
Okay.
ako, Jeff? A lot
Because
of, yeah,
yeah. Go ahead. Because
yeah.
why equipment?
Why equipment? Because once you get to set up your your
System.
work from home setup, your system, you would want to upgrade and look for the look for the best TOT that you have, or
Uh huh.
that you could use to make your experience more entertaining.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's one. But
Oh,
again, uh, tools would be second. Skill should be the first thing that
okay.
you
You know,
need
you
to.
mentioned that one of our consultants, RJ,
Mm,
suggested that we talk about the balance between skills and gadgets.
mm.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, the tool is for you to become more effective in teaching, right?
Okay. Yes.
More effective in trying to reach your audience. So your audience could be professionals, your audience could be undergraduates or
Uh huh.
students or anyone. All right. So again, it's just to augment or help you out in terms of delivering your content.
All right.
So if you have good sounding audio, people listen to you.
Uh huh.
If you have a good camera, people watch you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, uh, don't be disheartened if you don't have that equipment,
Mm-hmm.
because again, it all boils down to the skill that you have. If you have
Mm-hmm.
nothing to say, but you have the best equipment, still no one would listen to you. So
Yes.
that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Skill, then the tool.
All right, great. Thanks, thank you for that. No, someone posted on the comment section. Let me just read it. I just want some clarification here. No,
Mm.
from Christina De Castro Mernilio, helping parents and students meet long-term goals using learning equipment or any gadgets.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? At sabi naman ni Karina Sarmiento, skills is the first equipment, gadgets will follow. Yeah, oo, I agree,
Exactly.
no?
I
Tama,
agree
exactly, no?
also.
Yeah. Tama yun, no? Develop your skills and then
Mm.
gadgets will follow. Yeah. Um,
Exactly. So develop a habit,
oh, sige,
right?
let's talk about habits.
That's the most important thing, Jeff.
Yeah.
Develop a habit.
Of
A habit
habit
of learning.
for of learning. Okay.
Yep. And a habit of having a place in your house
Oh, yes.
wherein you could maximize your learning. So something that would separate you from the bedroom and also your
Yes.
workplace.
And
As
separate you
they
from your
say,
bedroom and kitchen.
exactly, bedroom and kitchen, especially the fridge, right?
Yes,
Put a
yes.
lock on it.
Oh,
Uh,
well,
so
yeah, go ahead.
what's the biggest magnet in your house?
The bed.
The bed, exactly. So
Yeah.
stay away from the bedroom. Okay, stay away from the bed.
Oh, oh.
Have a table wherein all your tools are there in order for you to maximize your learning, as well as maximize your delivery to your intended audience.
Yes. Oh, tama. Oh, sabi ni RJ. Thank you,
RJ,
Sir Jeremy. Yeah, si RJ.
kamusta?
Oo. Thank you, Sir Jeremy, for your thoughts regarding my question po. I had the same thought po. Pero yeah, when I
Okay.
started upgrading, mahirap na din mag-stop. Mahirap na din mag-stop din po. I
Hmm.
felt that. Yes, oo.
Yeah.
It's really tempting to really upgrade the the
The
gadgets,
equipment,
the
yeah. The
equipment, the
equipment that you have.
gadgets, no? Yeah, but interesting, no? So interesting tong discussion na to because we're talking of the work from home setup. You know, I just want to share lang, Jeremy, no? I
Hmm.
read this book, uh, something that has to do with art. Eh. It's here in the ano eh. But tama yung sinabi mo eh. You have to the writer's Julia Cameron eh. I'll search it later.
Oh,
Pero
okay.
yeah. Anyway, the idea is you need to have one corner in your house, okay, that is dedicated para dun sa iyong work.
Exactly.
Okay, so whether it's your dining table, fine, so be it, but make sure you are always there. So tama yung sinabi mo, so make it a habit.
Mm.
So we're talking now about, after talking about the equipment, we're now talking about the creating habits, no? So interesting. So baka may nalagpasan pa tayo dun sa ating gadgets na pinag-uusapan kanina. Meron pa ba tayong importante? How will are there any other ways, no? So I mean, the
Mhm.
default application or software to use for grading students would be Excel. Do you agree, Jeremy?
Yes, that's what I use
Okay.
as well.
It's yeah. Maipasok ko lang at maisingit ko lang.
Oh,
We will be having
offer.
our Microsoft Excel for teachers this coming May 15. It's only 300 pesos. If you haven't signed up yet, please do so. We
Mhm.
have payment portals like PayPal. We accept PayPal. We accept BPI, bank transfer, and right now we have partnered with Dragon Pay. They have more than 40 ways to pay. Just imagine that, Jeremy. So
Mhm.
easy already.
Jeff, what about Gcash? Have you ever?
We are already starting to partner with Globe, no
Oh,
Gcash. We're just
wow.
trying to fulfill so in probably by next week it looks like will be the ECQ will be extended again. So before the ECQ ends, most likely we have already partnered with Gcash. But I think in Dragon Pay there's a portion there wherein you can use Gcash through Dragon Pay.
Hmm.
Yan. Oh, balikan ko to nakakatuwa itong sinabi ni Karina Sarmiento. Jeremy, listen to this.
Okay.
Ang biggest magnet, tama, just like us, no, siya rin, bed. Pag nakita mo na parang gusto mo nang pumilata, kaya stay away from it while working at home. Sige nga, kayo, those people listening, those people watching, what are your tips? Ano yung mga tips nyo on
Maintaining your habit
maintaining your
working.
habit. Oo. Babasahin ko lang while waiting for their answers, Jeremy. I'd like to read lang those who click like and heart, no? Si Janet Ancheta, Daphne Paco, Andrea Avila, Aljonard
Good.
Palustre,
Hello.
yeah, si Robert Gampol, si Karina, how do you do this ba? Jeremy Conje, Cher Molina, Rachel Orbe Francia, Christina Mernilo, si Eds, SPM Mendoza, yung mga
Si
nag-hearts.
Eds.
Si Eds nanonood at nag-share. Please share this, everyone. Yung mga nag-hearts naman, si Janet Ancheta, Leia Bacaltos, Beverly Amplayo, and Eufresia Magahis. Thank you for liking and clicking the heart. And yeah, if you have some comments and suggestions, please do so. No, please type in lang in the comments section. So yun, Jeremy, going back, no.
Hmm.
So how long did you adjust to this work from home system? As a consultant, as a lecturer, kasi Jeremy, for the benefit of the others also, may tinuturo ang call center, may tinuturo ang BPO si Jeremy. I'm not going to name the company anymore, no? But Jeremy teaches professionals in the BPO industry. Anong subject ba yan, Jeremy?
I teach management.
Okay, he teaches management. Okay. So before the ECQ, he goes there once a week. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So now under ECQ, how did you transition how did they transition?
Well, it was easy for them because most of them were tech savvy,
Oh,
and their company also allowed them to bring home their workstations. So
okay.
that was an advantage to them. And the internet connection was also subsidized by their company. And
Interesting.
if they don't have a physical connection, they were also provided pocket Wi-Fi's by the company.
So,
So it was easy for us.
okay.
In a day or two, we were back on track.
All right.
So
So did you
there.
keep the same schedule as before?
Oh
No
yes,
changes in schedule.
no changes because it would also hinder them from working if we
Okay.
create another schedule.
So in terms of effectivity, yeah. Did you see any what do you call this reduction in terms of productivity or effectivity in learning from them, or did they maintain the same learning? I
I
mean,
would
the
say it's
effectiveness.
almost the same,
Mm-hmm.
but without the physical what do you call
Their
this?
presence.
Yeah, you being there, you being in command of the classroom, and them also being able to freely say what they want. Because if you are in a virtual class like this, you have to take turns when it comes to speaking. So sometimes the train of thought becomes forgotten, or sometimes because the internet would fluctuate, so
Uh-huh.
video would crackle a bit, and there are some lost ideas and words
All right.
being said. So
Interesting.
again, we don't have a very stable internet connection here in our country.
Mm-hmm.
So there.
So what okay, so what are the other apps or software to use, or web applications to use, like to deliver the class? Kasi Canvas, earlier we talked about Canvas.
Mhm.
It's a LMS, but it doesn't have a video conferencing or meeting room, right? Or
It
a virtual
has.
classroom. Oh, it
It has
has. Okay.
breakout rooms. It can share your screen. You could doodle on the screen.
So
So
it's
it's like having your blackboard.
so it's like Zoom.
It's like Zoom, but focused for learning.
Okay. So what does Canvas have that Zoom doesn't?
Hmm. Grades. It
Grades.
automatically computes the grades. You could create your modules in Canvas, and you there would be a tick box if you want that activity to count towards the final grade or not. So it really depends on you.
Is
And
it?
attendance is there.
Mm-hmm.
Schedules. If they submitted something, it would have a message that you're supposed to grade this assignment of theirs.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah,
Oh, let me read this one from RJ again. Oh, for me
RJ.
po, take advantage of the ECQ and do what you wanted to do dati. Oo nga eh. Ito, oh,
Oh,
parang ginagawa natin, Jeremy.
oh,
We've always wanted to do this, di ba? Parang
yeah.
let me stop here and let us reflect dito sa first sentence na sinabi niya. Let's take advantage of the ECQ and do what we wanted to do dati. Um, have you heard of the word ikigai, Jeremy? The Japanese term ikigai,
Yeah,
di ba?
it's
It,
similar to the hedgehog concept.
parang finding your ano, di ba? Finding your passion. Parang ganun eh, di
Yes.
ba? Um, yeah, no. So parang the reason why may impact itong sentence na to because one of my friends earlier posted on his Facebook and sabi niya doon he's thankful for this ECQ because he found his ikigai, his
Mm-hmm.
passion, what he was meant to do sa buhay niya, no. Pero tama nga, no. We've all like for me and for you and for me, we've always wanted to share, we've always wanted to have a way to reach out to many people. And right now I'm very glad and happy that there are many teachers here in our page. We are now more than 10,000 strong, and I think more than half of them are teachers. So I'm really glad that we have this way of getting in touch with them and reaching them.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi alam naman natin the impact they bring to not just to the lives of the individual person, but the, to the society as well, di ba?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad we have plenty of teachers here.
Yes.
Ito naman,
All of
tuloy
you
ko.
are making a difference. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you. Like for me po, I'm watching ASL tutorial videos since dati ko pa siyang gustong gawin.
Mm-hmm.
So yun po, just think of what you wanted to do or what you want to learn. That's correct. I fully agree. We fully agree there. No? So yun, no? So interesting palang Canvas, ano? I
Yeah.
remember when I did teach in that university, wala pa eh. I was there for like from late 2011 to 2015, or hanggang 2016, I don't remember anymore. But anyway, wala pang Canvas nun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, ito, basahin natin from Deverly Amplayo. Hi, Deverly. Wow, napakahaba. Babasahin ko yan. Don't worry. Ako po ay high school TLE
What's that?
teacher. Uh, ano nga itong TLE? Technical, tama ba? Ano nga ulit ang TLE? I-research ko lang ha, na
What's TLE?
TLE.
Ang alam ko
TLE.
CLE.
TLE, parang Technological Livelihood Education. Yon, tama,
Ah,
naalala ko
okay.
na, technology, yon. TLE. Kasi nung panahon ko, hele. Yung pantanda ko. TLE. Tama, tama, tama. Kasi when I taught entrepreneurship sa DepEd, nun,
Mm-hmm.
TLE, lagi lang nababanggit, no? Entrepreneurship was under TLE. So, babasahin ko lang to.
Okay.
Ako po ay as a high school TLE teacher, mas mahirap sa akin yung ganitong work from home. O nga, may point si Deverly, no? Kasi po kahit wala pa naman pasok, mga bata ay mas madami kaming ginagawa. Okay, let's listen to her. Okay, she has a very good point. Preparing modules, tama. And learning materials for distance learning. Yes, oo. Deverly, wag kang, don't worry about this. Tutulungan namin kayo dito. Nandito ang Whole Brain, nandito ang Kay Husay. I am in touch with someone from Ateneo de Zamboanga. We're just trying to finish something, no? Yung kanyang topic is using Facebook as a LMS, no? And meron pa kami kinakausap from Boston nga na ang topic naman is preparing, no, itong mga modules na ito, learning materials for distance learning. Tuloy ko lang, no? Tapos kailangan pa din namin i-monitor mga students, learners namin. Sa ngayon po kasi ay through DepEd Commons pa lang sila nakakapag-aral. Oo nga, ito yung free portal no? Dahil di pa naman formal na open ang classes. DepEd Commons can be download in Play Store. Malaking hamon po sa amin itong new normal. Oo nga naman. Kasi po di lahat ng bata ay may network connection. Last week I was in touch with a friend from Teach for the Philippines, no? And sabi nga niya, napakarami pa rin bata ang walang network connection. And yun, no? So this is a very big challenge. And sige, any suggestions, no? Ano ba yung mga pwede nating gawin, no? On how to help itong mga sitwasyon na to? How to help the teachers or even the students, no? Na walang ano yung ways, no? Any suggestions out there, no, will really greatly help her, no? So okay, so yung mga iba naman, DepEd Commons, download niyo daw ang DepEd Commons, no? So may mga topics din doon also. Interesting. Yan. So galing. So ang dami na natin, we've tackled so many topics already. Jeremy, we just started with the technical setup in delivering classes online, and how do we solve I remember there's I'm not sure if it's Mark Zuckerberg or si Bill Gates, no? Meron silang ginagawang project yung parang gusto nilang meron silang satellite na ibabato, and then para global na yung internet connection. Yun, hanggang sa liblib. Parang si Mark Zuckerberg yata yun Yan. So, yan. Meron pa ba ditong mga comments and suggestions, topics, no? So, we've tackled the hardware, the software, the transition, even the mindset. Any tips, Jeremy?
Any tips? Well, for me, it's always have a habit. Start with blocks of time. So this block would be for working. This block would be for me time, right? Because again, you have to have a clear line between working and your bed, right?
Okay.
Because again, the temptation is there, especially if you have kids who come to you while you're doing something. So it's just like you need to tell them that you are in the office. That's the most important thing.
Yes, I agree, though.
Take breaks every hour.
Oh, yes. Diba? Importante yung taking a break. I remember when I was developing this Kay Husay, no?
Website.
Yung website ng Kay Husay 2 weeks ago, no? Medyo kinukulang ako sa tulog, but sabi ko, no, this has to stop. I need to balance everything. Hindi porket nasa bahay. It's very nga naman, pagka nasa bahay ka, you can work dire-diretso, no? I mean, at least for those who can. Na makapag-work dire-diretso. So I was taking advantage of it. Sabi ko, sayang minsan na naman. But then I realized, I do have to take breaks, no? Para also take good care of your health. Does not necessarily mean that you're at home, you can just work and work and work, no?
Yeah, and don't forget your eyes, okay? So we have this friend, Jeff. Kilala mo
Yeah.
siya.
Okay.
She bought computer glasses for 99 pesos
Wow.
in this online shopping website.
Okay.
And it's a blue screen filter. So if
Yes.
you are in front of the computer for a long period of time, you have to protect your eyes. Don't forget. Uh, eye strain is something that you should be wary of, diba?
You have to keep on blinking. Yun yung
Yeah.
isa yun. Kasi natutuyo, pagka natutuyo yung eyes kasi. So you have to keep on blinking para
Get some artificial tears.
oo,
Yeah.
nabibili naman yun eh.
Yeah.
Nabibili yun sa drugstore, correct?
Drugstore.
May mga brands eh, di ba? Like
Yeah. I used to
Gentil.
wear contact lenses, so I use that.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, interesting, no? So there, let's conclude this
Yeah.
live, Facebook Live. And
So
yeah, so again, we talked about the setup, home setup, the microphone, the
mhm,
camera, uh, what else? The gadgets, the skills, the
mhm,
mindset, and
yeah.
everything. Hopefully, we were able to help you in one way or the other, in guiding you through this challenge of shifting from the old module to a digital module. I think one of the challenges here, which we will also be providing to you, is the idea of how to assess students no sa online learning. Yan. Isang
Yeah.
malaking challenge din kasi yan eh. So salita ka ng salita, lecture ka ng lecture, but how do you know they're learning, no? And yung bang curriculum natin na approved officially, does it consider itong online assessment na to, di ba?
Mhm.
So, yon, no? It's very challenging, but yet I'm excited. You know why, Jeremy?
Why?
Because we have to forget the old way
Yeah.
of doing things, no? To give way to something new, something better, something that will last another 100 years
Mm.
until then, until the next big change that will happen, no? So for me, though it's really hard, let's try as much as possible to see a little hope that there's that change is really happening, no?
Mm.
And whenever there's change, we grow and we see newer ways, no, of the doing things. I
Mm.
think that's the thing
As
here.
sabi nga ni Viktor Frankl, if you
Yes,
cannot change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves.
yes.
So again,
Nice words,
it
no? Nice
starts
words.
with your mental creation, then eventually your physical creation. So what
Oh,
you do,
wait.
right?
Jeremy has this framework, the destiny. What's that again, Jeremy?
The destiny model.
The destiny model, okay? The
Yeah.
destiny model, we always use that model whenever we teach in the corporate setting, no?
Yeah.
I hope Jeremy will share that with us soon. I hope, Jeremy, you'll
Mm.
share the destiny model
Well, you
as soon.
can know more about the destiny model if
Oh
you go to
yes,
my YouTube channel.
is it there
So
already?
I'll be uploading it soon, maybe
Okay.
tomorrow afternoon.
Great. What's your YouTube channel? Yan.
It's Entrepreneurial Therapy. So again, Entrepreneurial Therapy is the name of the YouTube channel. Please like, please subscribe. I promise to make better videos uh, every other day, as much as possible. And I need your support. Okay, I need your support for me to give you better content. So please do not be hesitant on giving me feedback for me to offer the best content for you. Um,
What? Yeah. What else can they expect when they watch your videos?
Well, would want it to be fun and educational as well.
Mhm.
So it's edutainment.
Edutainment.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said entrepreneurial therapy.
Yeah.
Because is it only for entrepreneurs, or anyone or others can also benefit from watching your videos?
Whether you're an entrepreneur or a non-entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. It teaches you management, business skills, and also behavior and psychology. So there.
All right. So, Jeremy, thank you very much for doing this.
Well,
Thank you
thank you
very
for
much for
inviting me, Jeff.
thank you very much again, and hope we can invite you again to share with us your destiny framework and the trust equation. Okay,
Okay.
those are wonderful frameworks from Mr. Jeremy Tamayo.